Alright, so I'm back at my hut and I'm ready to do some more of the walls with the bamboo. Today I have to split some more bamboo, basically doing the same as I was in my last video, doing the walls, weaving the bamboo through the walls, and then after I've done a bit more of that today, I'm going to go and see some palm leaves. They stick out like fans, like that. And I'm going to see how they would be for the roof, if they're suitable or not. And just a quick update of what I've done so far. So as you can see, this is what I've done in the first video. Putting the mud on the wall with all the bamboo. And that's nice and dried now. Not completely dried like that part there is, but mostly dried. It's got tons of cracks in it, but I can seal them up with a bit more mud. And I don't know when I'll do that, probably when I do the rest of the mud for the walls, and that's going to be a big job. So otherwise, last video I did this wall up to there. That's only a few pieces of bamboo, and I got these posts, and that's it really. Also an update on how the posts are sprouting up. Very interesting how this has happened, but as you can see, there's also tons of bugs that are attacking it. That's not very good, but I guess I'll just have to cope with that. So yeah, the frame's pretty strong. This top post here, I can hang off it, which is really cool. And yeah, so I'll get to work today. Alright, so as you could see just then, I've decided to do something a little bit different. So as you can see, these posts I've just done out of bamboo, just processed them. They are about half the length of the normal posts that I've been weaving through the side of the hut. So hopefully they'll be easier to put through, because I'll only go halfway, and then I'll put another one in for the rest of the length. And then they shouldn't crack like these ones here have last time, because that was a bit disappointing when that happened, and that would make the structural integrity a little bit less. So hopefully this is a bit stronger. So I'm finished doing the walls with the bamboo that I had, so before I do the rest of the wall I'm going to get some more bamboo, and I think I'll do that another day. But so far today I've basically done that entire wall there, and put a couple more at the top of that one. I've left the back one because that was already at that height. So I reckon that's been 3 big bamboo trees, I guess, that I've used just to make those 3 walls like that. So I reckon I'm going to end up needing maybe 3, maybe 4 more. So that'll be in future videos, I guess. So now I'm going to go over, get some palm leaves, and then experiment with the roof and see what works best. See if it's good enough to use, and then yeah, and I'll keep going from there. So this is what I meant by palm leaves that, you know, look like a hand, as you can see. So I've gone and got these just then, and I'm going to test out how good they would be for the roof. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I'm pretty sure these will be pretty good for the roof. That side's nice because all the leaves are concave, whereas the other side, they're obviously convex. So I'm not sure if that way would be very good to put them on. I think it would be best to put them on the roof that way, up there. But in saying that, that would be a bit difficult because I would have to put lots of things up on the roof, I don't know, to tie them on. And another thing I found out is just here on this side there's like a little hook, you can see it there, and I could use that to just sort of, I guess, hook it onto there and it would stay. So I'll keep experimenting and I'll find a way, but I think that these will be very good for the roof. Before I start testing the roof properly, I'm going to have to do something to the roof here. I'm going to have to either tie string along it from one side to the other, or put more branches along it. Something that will help keep things on it, so that when I do go to test the roof, I can go and build it as well. But until then, what I have found with these is that when you cut it directly in half, the stalk and everything, you have 2 half ones like that, and then what you can do is grab one of them and then with this put it underneath the other one, pull it through, and then you've got a nice one like this. So it's woven through the top like that, and there's 2, and that's all just from one actually palm leaf. And then what could be done with that is the top, where it's making this V shape, could be intertwined with rope or held together securely on a branch or something pretty easily. So that's a pretty good solution, I think, to the problem. But as I said, I'll get onto the roof, I think, once I've finished the walls, and then once I tie some string up or put some branches up on the roof. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be back maybe next week, I hope. And I just thought that while I'm here, I might as well show you around the rest of the site. So you know where my building is, my hut, and that's just right there. And the ground where I work is all here. That goes through to the river, and there's a big bridge over there. There's the river behind all the foliage there. It's a big stone bank. And there's a little path that I come through to get here. And that goes to my workstation and the hut here. And if I come around here, obviously I'm standing where the entrance of the hut will be. And just out here there's a bit of a track, and then it stops. And then there's tons and tons of bush just there. The ground actually rises up a little bit there. I might end up building something here, not sure. But it's in sight of the road and the track that's just up there. So I'm not sure. Swing back around. If we go right, here is the small group of trees, really straight, decently thick, and that's where I got my big posts from, right here, and that's actually starting to sprout new ones, so that's pretty interesting. And I had to sit in there cutting it all up when it fell down, and that's why there's some dead leaves there, and I'll probably end up burning them as tinder when I'm starting to build fires eventually. And if I quickly come down here, it's a nice little tree that's fallen over, and I can just sit here while I'm making my rope out of my flax, which I'll be making a video on very soon. And then down here is the river. It's the middle of summer here. The river's full of crap algae. Really not that nice, but you know, what can you do about that? And that's just going upstream. There's tons of willow trees on the bank here. Keeps the bank all sturdy. And that's it. That's the site. And I've also got this little ornament hanging from this flax rope that I've got hanging from my structure. It's just a sheep jaw. Found it in the river. It's got some teeth in it. Thought that would be a nice addition to the hut. And that just hangs there. So yeah.